what's up everyone, CPNICHOLLS here. We have just downloaded this free game from PlayStation. They recently released it as a free game. So I thought I'd give it a try. So yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So this is gonna be fun. Yeah, so they made a point in the beginning of this game as I was like loading it up saying that all these characters are 18 plus, so this is probably going to go somewhere interesting. I'll brace myself for this. I'll just quickly tell my friend that I'm live streaming. Right, so here we go. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression, well that's me, may not have a positive experience playing this game. Well, far be it from me to cross the boundary, but let's give this a go. Would you like to review details, content warnings, which contains spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in settings menu at any time. No, I don't want to be spoiled. I already know what's going to go down. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. This is really yeah, this is already making me regret downloading it, but let's see where this goes. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Doki Doki Literature Club, yay! Okay, we're gonna have such fun with our senpais and oni-chans, whatever you call them. Yeah, new game. Please enter your name. Should we go with, I think we'll go with CPNICHOLLS, yeah. We'll go with the classic CPNICHOLLS. There we go. CPNICHOLLS, let's go. Doki Doki Literature Club. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but staring around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I will in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha 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 ha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, CPNICHOLLS. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sally, whatever you say. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, CPNICHOLLS, have you decided on club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you wanted to join a club this year. Did I? Don't remember that. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of my many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Well, I am very antisocial, so yeah, that does track for my personality. Well, happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. She would die. That sounds ominous. I wonder if that's a foreshadowing. You trust me, right? Don't keep me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my many things, I stare blankly at a wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Zoe wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sounds like my kind of club. Hello, Sayuri. Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she's only did it because she thought it would be fun help to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. But I'm interested in these cupcakes now that you mention it. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! So we're going into the literature club, okay? Sounds like it's... did he follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school rarely visit? Sayuri's full of energy swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Why is she interested in me joining this literature club? I glance around the room. Girl 1, that's a nice name. Welcome to the literature club, it's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Girl 2, I mean they're really drawing they're really making this very unique, calling these girls Girl 1 and Girl 2. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, CPNICHOLLS, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club, says Girl 3. All words that scared me in this situation. Well, you're kind of being pressured here. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay. Well, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also one who made cupcakes according to Sayuri. Sayuri says, you can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you've already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, CPNICHOLLS. Monica smiles sweetly. Not sure about her. We know each other. Well, we rarely talked, so we were the same class last year. Well, were we though? Were we? Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Speak for yourself. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, CPNICHOLLS. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Well, this is all sounding very nice. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. Cool! The whiskers are drawn with icing and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. So he grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. She's so silly. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard that somewhere before. Made them all for you or anything. I thought you technically did, and Sayuri said. Well, maybe, but not for you dummy. Alright. I feel like she has a thing for me, but she doesn't want to admit it. I feel like I know this kind of characteristic in anime. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I suppose that's true. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri, just trying to impress you. Well, that's not true at all. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. I'll believe it. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I feel like every girl in this club is somehow attracted to me. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So that made you consider the lecture club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. To be honest, I feel like I'm being pressured here to join the literature club. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun, exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, wow, To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Okay. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. She could have joined some of the major clubs. She could have even run them. So the fact that she decided to just start her own club, this feels like she's not fully experiencing what she could have experienced. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It might be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. That's true. You work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But they make school events like the festival that much more important. That's probably what we're trying to focus on. Watermelon, welcome to the chat. We are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. We've only just started the story, to be honest. Nothing much is happening at the moment. We're just like establishing the storyline, really. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I was warned that if you have anxiety or depression to avoid this game. It's not like I have those things. We'll do our best. You know it. So these are the 4 members of the Doki Doki Literature Club. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. So yeah, I feel like something bad's gonna happen though. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I mean, when it's literature, I mean, it's not really for everybody, really. When you say literature, you think of boring. So yeah, I kind of understand what she's coming through with that. I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I really don't see. So CPNICHOLLS, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I made a quote to myself half jokingly. I mean, yeah, I kind of do that, yeah. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. I mean, yeah, well, if I'm joining the literature club, yeah, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I guess I like Harry Potter or something like that. I guess that's the kind of thing. Maybe Lord of the Rings. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I mean, yeah, I was quite a fan of the Lord of the Rings story, so yeah, I mean the whole story with, I mean, it's such an in-depth story. It really is. I mean, this is even before The Hobbit. I mean, the story is quite deep, even before The Hobbit. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, that is it. I mean, if you want to build a good fantasy story, you need to build a world behind it. So yeah, I kind of get that. Clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I mean, that's what Agatha Christie was more of a... she was kind of like threw you for a loop. You know, you would think about one murderer, and then it was just like you would be completely thrown at the end and think, oh, it was them all along. I mean, if you look back on it, you kind of think that. Yeah, I mean, anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror. Oh, I do like horror. I read horror books. I read a horror book once. Well, I definitely grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I mean, yeah, you're kind of doing that. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, with someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I mean, yeah, surreal horror I do actually like, where it just ends badly. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. So he sides behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I mean, this is getting very in-depth, this whole, literature club. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your own work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I don't think Yuri's into that idea. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. I'm thinking we're going to be writing poems now. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. I know where this is going. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. I don't think these two are confident in writing a poem. I think poetry for them is kind of personal. So the fact that we're pressuring them to reveal their vulnerable side is probably not a good idea. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I mean, it's a good idea on paper, but for some people they don't like to show their kind of vulnerable side like poetry. It's not like CPNICHOLLS. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. This is not... yeah. All four girls, yeah, they are judging me right now. But I'm sorry, I thought... CPNICHOLLS... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club, and like her famous last words right there. One by one the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cup quiz, I would be super pissed. Are you a mute? Yeah, I would have been pissed as well. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think that's that. We can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. CPNICHOLLS, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Yeah, I'm kind of being pressured into this. I feel like we're all being pressured into writing a poem here, so yeah. I feel like showing a poem like this is gonna really bring the anxiety levels of some of the members. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey, CPNICHOLLS, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Well, you're not giving me a choice. We live next door to each other, so there's really not much of a choice here. That's right, Zoe and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. I mean, since I'm joining the club now, I guess I don't really have a choice in the matter with walking home with her now. I guess it's going to be an everyday thing now. Might as well. Okay, I guess we're walking home. Well, with that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I mean, plus track really. I mean, if you're gonna want to have a girlfriend at school, I guess joining a club with these girls, you got more of a chance. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I mean, they made a really, really big notice at the beginning of this game saying that every character depicted in this game was 18 plus. So something that probably is going to happen. It's gonna happen, I guess. And I guess that starts writing a poem tonight. I mean, we've got to write a poem, haven't we? Okay, it's time to write a poem. Here we go. Time to get on to the poetry. Finally, something big's actually happening here. Okay. Okay. So we'll start off with raindrops. Daydream poof, joy, defeat, hair, pain, sweet, mouse, tenacious, and vivacious. I guess daydream. We did raindrops, so we'll do rain cloud. Clumsy colour, we'll start with you. Hopeless, alone, treasure, marshmallow, fantasy, warm, happiness, and frightening. I guess fantasy with the imagination, sensation, nibble, blanket, kiss, peace, entropy, secretive, fear, beauty. I would say imagination. Suicide? Oh geez, we're getting right down into it now, aren't we? Suicide is mentioned. We're not going to put that in our poem. Nature, playground, after image, kitty, lazy, judgment, precious, extraordinary, or pleasure. I'll go with nature. Rainbow, peaceful, holiday existence, kawaii. Jumpy, bubbles, captive, comfort, and prayer. I gotta do kawaii. you got when kawaii is the option, you gotta do it. Smile, wonderful, clouds. We've already done rain clouds, so I don't think. Oh, we got an achievement. Okay. Explode, whirlwind, adventure, desire. Oh, we'll do desire. Okay. Bouncy, wrath, nightgown, valentine. These are very random words here. Meager, embrace, landscape, hop, or strawberry. We'll do embrace. Depression, oof. Flee, vanilla, jump, loud, sunny, destiny. Determination, melancholy, or special. I'll go for determination. Lucky, time, party, forgive, chocolate, electricity, waterfall, essence. Together, shame. We'll do together. Flying, unrestrained, grief, sparkle, fluffy, vibrant, excitement, amazing, milk, or horror. Go with excitement. Skipping, puppy, starscape, ambient, universe, lust, disarray, heaven sent, extreme, insight. We'll go with universe. Vertigo, romance, contamination, crimson, marriage, anger, COVID, pure, sing, hot. I'll go with hot. Philosophy, a tone, infallible, headphones, calm, misfortune, graveyard, swimsuit, music, promise. I'll go with promise. Shiny, shopping, fireworks, uncontrollable, cheer, unstable, skirt, childhood, boop, boop, what the fuck, and agonizing. So I'm seeing a few negative words thrown in there, like anxiety and suicide, so I'm worrying that some of these characters are going to be depicting some of this stuff. Let's go with fireworks. Vacation, vitality, melody, Doki Doki, feather, tragedy, fickle, misery, laugh, family. Let's go with family. Family. Disown, twirl, incapable, silly, sticky, lipstick, awesome, love, fester, talent, go for love. Bunny, friends, climax, dream, lollipop, whisper, empty, unending, tears, spinning, friends, charm, anime, giggle, effulgent, cute, heartbeat, memories, hope, hurt, aura. Go with memories. Okay, here we go. This is our poem. Let's see where this goes. Hi again, CPNICHOLLS. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, CPNICHOLLS. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Well, I did kind of get pressured to join the Literature Club, so making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So he told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's okay, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Oh, she has a manga collection. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying monocle and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, and Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Supergirl always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. That's me. Dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Ooh. Is that so? She's embarrassed. We embarrassed her, yes. You two really good friends, aren't you? I mean, we are childhood friends, so yeah. I may be a little jealous. How come you and CPNICHOLLS can become good friends too? I think Yuri's has a bit of anxiety. She doesn't like, up close, showing emotion and all that. As usual, Sorry seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even bought you something today, Ooh. Will I tell you, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Oh, she's getting really nervous now. Look at her, red face. She's got anxiety. You know that. She doesn't like these kind of situations. Sorry, I made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Well, that's per my day, isn't it? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Did she just unbutton her blouse? You reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Oh, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yeah, thank you for. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. Oh, he's dropping now. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs there. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. I mean, yeah, I kind of get that, but it's not like that. It's all, you know. We just need a way to show that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve problems though. I mean, you could create your own comics, I suppose. I mean, that's an idea. What do you mean? Even if it comes up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out what to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? I mean, that's what most people do when it comes to like these events. You gotta bring people in. You gotta try and appeal to them. So, like a maid cafe or something like that. That's what I've seen in the past. To like lure people in to get them to get interest. Oh, cupcakes. Yeah, I mean they could do like a tea ceremony thing or something like that. I guess. Nesky makes the best cupcakes. I mean, she does have a good track record for cupcakes. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy, doesn't it? Doesn't it for everybody? Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind into things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get to my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, where? I opened my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. She was watching you sleep. I nearly fell out of my chair. Yeah, you were watching us sleep. That's a bit weird. Actually, I'm not sorry at all, bitch. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Actually, that's a good point. I mean, that would be a good club to join. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monaco overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? I mean, yeah, she did appear like late with us on the first day, I guess. So yeah, what's she up to? She got a secret. The plot thickens. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry, it's written all over you. Yeah, Zoe glances around to herself. How it is written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Yeah. I run my fingertips down the side of Zoe's hair, trying to straighten it out. Ooh, we're getting a bit close here. She's gonna blush. And you really need to brush this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Oh, hi, welcome to the stream. Is it C-Legs? I can't pronounce that name, but yeah, hi, welcome to the stream. There's a toothbrush stain on your collar right there. I mean, we've all been there. We've all gone for a rush in the morning and got toothpaste, you know, somewhere. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. That's laying on a bit thick, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I am a bit of a meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Yeah, this is a school. You gotta dress correctly. Seriously, Sayuri, why do you think I need something to watch? Because I just gave my cat Diamond a bath. My cat Diamond a bath, and she is now very angry at me. I mean, yeah. Giving a cat a bath, yeah, they're not gonna like you for it. But you know, in the long run, it's a good thing. But yeah, they're not gonna like you for it. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. So, but you'll thank me later. I start buttoning her blazer from the bottom. We're getting a bit close here. I'm starting to button up her top. Want to see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Ooh! Look at that shot. Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. I mean, yeah, I think we're more than friends here. I think we're more than friends. Don't say that, you'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. I mean, we're already there. It's okay though, I'm happy we're like this. I mean, yeah. We're getting a bit close to Sayuri, aren't we? I guess, hey, be careful, the button might come off. We wouldn't want that, would we? Why is this one so hard to close? Yeah, I mean, might be a couple of things in the way, if you know what I'm saying. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. I mean, yeah, as I was saying. Does this thing even fit you properly? There was probably a reason why the top wasn't buttoned up. It probably doesn't fit her. It did when I bought it. I mean, there's probably a couple of things that have actually grown a bit bigger since then. If you ever button it, you would never noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. I mean, I can't understand why they put an saying every character depicted in this game is 18+. I kind of understand this now, because we're kind of treading on like very dangerous shells here. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Well, no comment. Don't see that out loud. Anyway, you're not much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Slender's blazer buttoned up like that? I mean, you're kind of showing her figure now. It's kind of more noticeable. It's not worth it at all. So he hastily unbuttons her blazer. Oh, well, that was pointless then, wasn't it? All the effort we just put into buttoning that thing up was like Fort Knox, man. And now she's unbuttoning it all over again. See, if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. I mean, yeah, we were kind of deep in there, right there, yeah. and you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Let's just move on from here. I mean, we've kind of like, you know, gotten a bit out of hand on this one. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. I mean, why is she staying up late at night? She never said, so I'm a bit concerned about that. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess. So maybe you should come wake me up. Oh, she's asking us to come over. You're doing it again, Sayuri. Oh, but I was just joking this time. I don't think she was joking. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Thank God Monica joined. Margaret suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh, we get to see the poem we wrote. Okay. Yay. CPNICHOLLS, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I did. Okay, I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait. So Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, let's see these poems. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's do Sayuri, since she's our childhood friend. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayuri first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, CPNICHOLLS. Oh, apparently we're good at poetry now. Can't complain. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer, Sayuri. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. I think she was just trying to be kind to us. I'm sure Yuki's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a CPNICHOLLS poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. So he hugs the sheet against her chest. Ooh. She's yeah. So with Sayuri. I hope nothing bad happens to Sayuri. She really is our close friend. It just reminds me how you're really at a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, CPNICHOLLS. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know, trying new things like this for the people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Oh, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, I'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Finn. It's not bad. This is just, I guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? I feel like she did it last minute. No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit or to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. You. She pressured me to write a poem last night. And now she's like, oh, I forgot to do mine. She is so transparent. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, like your best is you wait till the last minute. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. I mean, it was a decent poem for last minute. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. We should show the poem next. So we're gonna ask you, Yuri and Monica. Let's go alphabetical. So let's go for Monica. Hi, CPNICHOLLS. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Well, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, CPNICHOLLS. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. So it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sari wouldn't like. Is that so? You and Sari are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised that you had some sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sari and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get from reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much. I mean, I think she is kind of reading into it because we're not really much of a poem expert. She could be, yeah. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, So's writing it has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she's like exploring the emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the same, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A real blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole that of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What do you think? Sounds a bit dark, but yeah. She does like horror films, doesn't she? So yeah, she does have that personality. It's very free form. That's what you call it. Mangled Q, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. So we're looking at other members' poems. So far we've seen Sayori's, which was kind of like a rushed poem, and then we've got Monica's poem, which was kind of I don't know. She seemed like she was looking into a hole of some kind. So you've got to look between the lines here. Yeah, what was the inspiration? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say it was some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. I kind of know to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, it seems like she's dealing with something. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Sounds like wishful advice. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So that's 2 poems we've done. So it's Natsuki or Yuri. Let's do Natsuki next. she's not really a fan of ours, says she. Well, it's about what I'd expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. So anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. I mean, Natsuki and Yuri didn't really want to do a poem first. They were kind of like introverted. They kind of didn't really want to show that side of themselves. But I guess we're going to be seeing this. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, teachers can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. Well, it really wasn't a poem, it was more of a list. Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme, but at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. Well, she's looking very proud of herself now, isn't she? Hypothetically, if Kat is now doing witchcraft on you, what should I do? How is a cat doing witchcraft on you? I'm very curious on that. How is a cat doing witchcraft on you? Is it talking to you? If it's talking to you, I would seek help. I'm glad you understand. Didn't expect that from your youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I tried to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. If Natsuki is feeling proud, when I won't take that away from her. Okay, I guess we've got one more to go. Got Yuri's poem. She was the most nervous out of all of them to write a poem. She really did not want to do it. I feel like she's the most anxious out of all of us. He stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why did you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. So is that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? See, she's super nervous talking to us. She's like the most nervous one of the group. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style more deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once you find such a train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. I mean, she sounds like she's like, you know, once she gets in the zone, she suddenly changes. When she's like started talking to oh, Aztec, welcome to the stream. I haven't talking to you in a long time. Yeah, we played Doki Doki Literature Club, and yeah, we've been looking at poems from the other literature members. Yeah, we're about to see the most nervous character in our club. See what she's written for us. How is Natsuki biased? Yeah. The plot thickens with Natsuki. I feel like something's gonna happen with her. Right, let's read her poem. What is this game? Well, it's Doki Doki Literature Club. It was available for free on PlayStation Plus, so I thought I'd give it a try. I think this is going back like a month ago or something. I can't remember when it was first released for free, but I decided to download it, give it a go. I've heard it's got like dark elements in. It does recommend to me that if you have anxiety or depression, it's best if you avoid this game because it's gonna get dark. And I was like, well, I have both those things, but you know what? We'll go for it. Right. Yuri smells dreamingly as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Right, let's see what she's written. Ghost under the light. Oh, I hate this writing. Yeah, I've been playing Fortnite for a while and tried to do the live event earlier, but it kicked me out. I think the servers were a bit laggy, so I ended up getting kicked from it. The nails of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have witnessed the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hair of the future. I bathe calm's bathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicken back. Hey Ricardo, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, we've read the poems of all the literature members. She does have terrible handwriting. I did have a hard time reading that. I wasn't thinking that at all. No, I would never say that. No. Yes, I would never. No. I think your handwriting is pretty. I mean, it is pretty. It's just I have a hard time reading that kind of like cursive writing. I really don't like it. Also, I like the poem. I mean, the poem was decent. I would give her a 7 out of 10, maybe an 8, being generous. It was definitely the best poem out of all 4 members. She was definitely the best one. first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, CPNICHOLLS. Really? Mr. Toasty missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. It sounds like she's dealing with depression. That's the way I'm seeing it. It sounds like she's lingering in this world and just struggling to cope from day to day, just moving from day to day. I kind of get that. It sounds like she's soon be left with nothing. It sounds like she's going through something dark here. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy to think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, so those were the poems. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging for me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're trying... I feel like it's like they're trying to reach out to you and like they're looking for approval in a sense with their poems. Maybe that's what I'm reading here. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayu and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. I mean, they were the most timid out of all four of them. Very gingerly exchanging sheets of paper showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow with frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? I mean, Natsuki's was very simple, whereas Yuri's was more sophisticated and more deep, expressing, I guess, her depression maybe. And Natsuki didn't read it that way. Seemed a bit. She was like over her head. But Yuri looked at Natsuki's, and Natsuki's was very simple. So it didn't really engage with Yuri's mind. I mean, Yuri likes more sophisticated stuff. So yeah, they I think they're gonna clock each. I don't think they're gonna like really see eye to eye here. I was trying to say something nice. You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Oh, this is not going to end well, is it? Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. So he liked it, and CPNICHOLLS liked it, did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I came across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ooh, that's not going well, is it? And CPNICHOLLS liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Music stopped. Oh? I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member Yuri. That's not why. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that CPNICHOLLS appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew in size bigger as soon as CPNICHOLLS started showing up. Oh, this is gonna work. Natsuki, is she padding her breasts? I wonder. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. CPNICHOLLS. She was trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Men should jump out at the reader, not force them to have a figure it out. How may I explain that to her, CPNICHOLLS? Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, CPNICHOLLS? How did I get dragged into this place in the first place? I feel like I'm being pressured here. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, I'm not going to choose sides, fuck that. Help me, Sayuri. So instead I turn to Yuri. In circumstances that I can't even bring myself to say anything to her. Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can you two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Well, I feel like I put Sayuri in a bad place here. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri that a stuck-up jerk she's being... Oh, don't be such a... She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody Oh, stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yui's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president? I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organise things. I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that kind of embarrassing of me. Haha, nah. It's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing on her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might as well be in her head, but sometimes it's wildly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me because my stomach is a knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to take her a little more. Talk to her a little more. Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well mostly. Students, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. And any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. CPNICHOLLS! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Actually, been a while since, so can we say this at all? Right. So, Yuri, what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between you and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That really is the first time I've seen them fight like that. I suppose they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see that they make good friends with you. Too. You know, CPNICHOLLS, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. I think we should save it there. Okay, we'll leave it there. Right, I think we should leave it there. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay of Doki Doki Literature Club. It's been an interesting story so far. A lot of dialogue, but I feel like the more we get into it, the more we start to understand these characters, and I feel like something terrible is going to happen, something very big. But yeah, we'll just have to see. This is just the first part of a series that I'm probably going to start on my channel of Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm not sure how it's going to go, as this is apparently a dark game. And I'd hopefully like to introduce other games to my channel as well, rather than just Fortnite all the time. So yeah, it would be nice to start delving into other games again. But anyway, I'll leave that to that, and thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this random game that I've just started playing, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I will catch you all in the next video, and yeah, we'll see where this goes from here. So take care everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.